Whether you're a soap opera fan or not, you need to listen to this. Jada Hunter should not be sex shamed, okay? Absolutely not at all should she be sex shamed. A woman is allowed to consent with a and and is allowed to have her sexual needs met. She should not be sex shamed for it. Unacceptable of this society, of the double standards in this society, makes me sick. Let me give y'all a little bit of context, okay? For those that are new or didn't watch or don't watch the storyline, let me give you some context. I will. What had happened was Jada was gonna marry Rafe, and she was the happiest she had ever been in her life. She was gonna marry that man and be with him, and he dumped her at the altar. But it turns out, you know that soap opera logic BS, what they do. It was somebody pretending to be Rafe. It was someone named Arnold. So therefore, Jada is not only was dumped at the altar and framed for a crime she did not commit. So she was devastated. Jada Hunter was absolutely devastated. And then, you know, one thing led to another. She ended up hooking up with Sean Brady. You know, the man y'all see in that thumbnail. He's cute and all whatever. So therefore, one thing led to another, and now they had a one night stand. Now they found out that wasn't Rafe that dumped her. It was Arnold. But meanwhile, Rafe is gonna give Jada the smoke, and then he turned around and slept with Sammy. Now, another reviewer who's a friend of mine, but I'm not gonna repeat his name because with the things he said in that review was just so, oh my God, I cannot believe it. Gonna talk about that Jada should have used a sex toy, that Jada shouldn't have had sex. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? A woman has every right to consent like a man can. Okay? Bull crap. Rafe is a scumbag that slept with Sammy, his ex-wife, but please, Jada had every right to sleep with Sean because at the time she was a single woman. Talk about, oh yeah, just because you got dumped or whatever, I mean, you didn't have to have sex with Sean. You should have just went over to whoever else. Are you absolutely nuts? What type of logic is that? She's a grown woman. Sean's a grown woman. They were two consenting adults out their mind. Jada has every right to have her sexual needs met. So, women, I want you to know I am on your side. Okay? I am on your side. Talk about using a sex toy. Have you lost your mind? Using a sex toy? Are you kidding me? She's a grown ass woman. She could do what she wants with her body. She could do whatever she wants with her body. Her body, her damn choice. That goes for more than just having a baby. Lost their mind with that one. Now, anywho, but yes, so I need y'all to know that Jada Hunter is a beautiful woman. Now, the only thing that I will call Jada out on is she should have told Rafe the truth. She should have told him, look, Rafe, when I thought you dumped me, I hooked up with Sean. She should have told him that right away. Because if Rafe had the guts to tell Jada that he slept with Sammy over a miscommunication, she should have told him the same thing. That's the only thing that I will call Jada out on. But as far as having sex with Sean, she did nothing wrong. She is a full consenting adult. So women are not creatures or whatever. They are human beings that are allowed to make choices. Okay, they're allowed to have her needs met. Hey Gemini, hey Wink Wink, but hey Alyssa. So yeah, so whether, like I said in the intro, whether you're a soap opera fan or not, if you are a woman, you are allowed to consent to a man, and you will not be shamed by me just for that. Unless if you're like Poppy Nazawa, then you'll be shamed. Rafe didn't miscommunicate sleeping with. Okay, yeah, that's the only thing I will give him credit for. That's the only thing I will give Rafe credit for. That he owned up to it, which is good for him. He owned up for it. But the idea that Jada didn't have a right to sleep with Sean when she was a single woman, technically at that time, are you that she should have bought a sex toy? Are you crazy? No, 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 no. Damn right. If a woman wants to be a thought, she's allowed to be a thought like Fabulosa. Look, this ain't about me. Okay, this ain't about me and my history. We all know my history. But this ain't about me. I'm fighting for Jada Hunter, that beautiful woman who. Oh, and hi, Alyssa. It's so great to see you again. But yeah, wink, wink. He put his nasty herpy lips on her on New Year's. Like I remember that. So she was sexually assaulted by Arnold Finnegar. She was sexually assaulted. Any unwanted kiss, any unwanted touch without consent is still assault. So therefore, he did kiss her on New Year's. Let's be real. Ray's problem is that he knows that Shauna is hotter and younger. Then I swear, if she doesn't slap him, I'm going to. Exactly, Alyssa. It is so great to see you again, by the way. So great. But yeah, and remember those days I used to hate Jada Hunter? Those days are long over. I love that girl. I love her. All her wigs, all everything. You know what thought Abby? Talk about how good Damien looks multiple times in front of her husband. Damn, Abby! Now you see, Abby's a whole nother situation. Like Abby can't keep a man to save her life. Now you see, spoken like a true thought. Preach for all thoughts. Look, Jada Hunter is not a thought. She was never a thought. She never will be a thought. She is a woman, a consenting woman that did nothing wrong that night. Okay? What she did afterwards was wrong, not telling Rafe the truth. That is what was wrong. Okay? That is what she did, what was wrong. All right. Now, back to regularly scheduling programming, but that's what I said in the description for in the community tab that I was going to address that tonight, and that's why. So whether you are a soap fan or not, that is very relevant in real life topics. I was being rational. I still spoke the truth. I did admit what Jada did when Jada was wrong, but the nerve being like Jada and Sean gave me history when him and Sammy were married. Sean and Jada's history is being partners, which was because of rape. Are the wigs that bad? LOL, I'm dead. Jada is the wig whisperer. Yeah, Jada and her wig game is on point, though. How's your day? My day's doing great, Tommy. I finally finished one of my rough drafts, so I could send the developmental editors for the Ethan and Roger portion of that story. I could send that to her next month, as planned. And now I just got to finish my few other books. Well, get started. Ted needs to tell his wife the truth. I don't like how he got mad at Andre. Me neither. With his attitude towards Andre, that was unacceptable. But I was so hoping that Kristen would have shot Xander today. Xander is such a thief, such a liar, no good person. I'm like, Kristen DeMera, she is DeMera Enterprises. I got my interview tomorrow. Wish me luck. Have great luck, Tom. I wish you great luck and great success, Tommy Smith. I pray that job is yours. Andre is sleeping with his cousin. Danny is not his cousin. Danny Dupree is an excellent woman now. I'm just saying, I was really feeling her scenes today. You saw the emotions that was coming out of Danny Dupree. Danny Flawless Dupree is flawless and fabulous. That is Danny Dupree. I love her so much. Also, hit that like button and share this stream if you can. Share it with your mama, with your daddy, with your brother. I want every single person to see the first 7 minutes of this video. every single person in the world possible to see the first 7 minutes of this video that I stand on business. Okay, I want to spread the word around that women like Jada will not be. I got it. It's a phone interview. Yes, I had a phone interview yesterday too. So yes, this is definitely a video you could share. Go back to the first 7 minutes of the stream and you will get my answer. I gave a very clear answer. I did. And how are you tonight, Melanie Sweetheart? I don't believe I called you Melanie Sweetheart tonight yet. But and I heard you earlier, you said that you watched The Young and the Restless. You just had to fast forward the Kyle and Claire scenes. You see, I watched 3 out of the 4 soaps today. I mean 3 out of the 5. I didn't get a chance to watch Young and the Restless of the Bold and the Beautiful because I watched Days of Our Lives first, then I watched General Hospital, then I watched Beyond the Gates. But I was so glad that Mike got fired with his creepy ass. And then I don't know why he was trying to swear at my Naomi, but that about my Naomi, I think he tried to call my Naomi the B word. You know, I wasn't going to have that. So Bill snatched him up. He's like, oh yeah, I went too far. I went too far. I went too far. I'm sorry. I'm like, yeah, Mike, you better be sorry. You better get on your knees. You don't ever come at royalty Naomi Dupree like that. But Naomi, she is so beautiful. Why shouldn't be saying Brooke is, Willow is, Drew is? Yeah, but Jada was a victim. Okay, because Jada didn't do anything wrong. That's why. That is why. Okay, Brooke is a professional cheater. She's a professional mattress at that. I didn't see today's episode of Days of Our Lives on YouTube. Oh. And Willow is a professional cheater. And Drew is a serial backstabbing bastard. So that was the difference between them and Jada Hunter. She has more morals in her wig than all 3 of those pathetic people have in their entire bodies. The only thing Jada is, she's a liar. She lied by omission. That is what she should be shamed for, is for lying. But she did not cheat. And she did not do anything wrong. That was the outside of having sex. Penelope is sex shamed too, as she should be. Because Penelope is a sexual predator. She took advantage of her nephew. That's why Penelope is sex shamed. And she slept with Tom Starr. So what do you expect me to say? I'm just saying, you expect me to treat Poppy regularly when she had sex with Tom Starr and then she had sex with her nephew when he was 8? She stole her nephew's virginity after she groomed him. And she had other candidates back to back to back. So therefore, Poppy has deserved that treatment. She will always deserve that treatment because she's disgusting. It was beyond that. It's one thing if she just wanted to have sex with Belle or even Jack. Okay, cool. But you slept with Tom Starr too. And then at the same time, you had sex with your own nephew. I don't care if it's not blood related. Lee had that boy since the day he was born. It was a few days after he was born, okay? He had that boy when he was in diapers. She had access to him. She was supposed to be the adult in his life. But look what she did. She took advantage of him and she groomed him. So therefore, I got good news that Alice Hazley recast Rachel Black debuts on Thursday, April 24th when May Sweep starts that day. Awesome. Little brat. She's a brat. Okay. But you know what? I was very happy that Jordan. Hi Shakira. How are you? I was very happy that Jordan called out Laura because Laura Collins is a trash mayor. She's a very trash mayor. She's one of the worst mayors in the history of things. You can't be best friends with Sonny Corinthos and then not do your job. Okay, Sonny is a criminal. I don't care that Pier 55 and 56 does whatever they do for Sonny. I don't give a rat's tail how vindictive Drew is. Sonny, you better move your business somewhere else. Rafe better get to begging, and I hope that she leaves him for good. Jada did everything other woman in Rafe's life. Nicole married him knowing she wanted Eric. Sammy cheated on him with Egypt, but Thing wanted, but Jada wanted him. Okay, Jada loved him. Jada was good for him, and he threw that all away, treating on her with Sammy like Jada is trash, not giving her the time of day. Exactly. At least she told him instead of having him find out from someone else. It took a lot of strength. Now she should have told him on that same day. She should have told him that the same day he came back. She should have told him that. When they were in that police station and he was trying to choke EJ out, she should have told him, EJ, I got to tell you what happened. Now that is the one thing I will call Jada out on. That's it. But I mean, it's understandable that she was scared to say something given the circumstances that she was a victim. Okay, that man terrorized her. Did we not watch Arnold go out of his way to be a dickhead to Thing? I can understand Jada's point that Rafe is also right. Jada should have known better that wasn't Rafe if she really know him. How would she know if his own sister didn't know? His own sister didn't know. His own cousin didn't know. So how was she supposed to know? I'm just saying they weren't having sex. So therefore, if you can compare, they got the same face, the same voice, the same body. Like the only way I could tell is if they had different shaped joysticks. Then maybe that could have been a difference. Now he kissed her. Maybe that was a little different, but still, Jada was the victim here. She was gaslight lit. So I'm just saying that when she slept with Sean, when she slept with him, that was within her right to do that. She was a single woman by every intent and purposes. She was a single woman at that time. What she did wrong, Sammy, was when she didn't tell him right afterwards. When Ray first came back, Jada should have told him right away. That's the only thing that she did wrong. But Tracy Abbott is sex shamed. Phyllis Summers is sex shamed. You didn't. Well, first of all, Phyllis Summers is a sexual predator. She should have known that wasn't Rafe. She been with Rafe a while and his note and know his personality. Well, let's not forget, Rafe had just gotten out of a coma not that long ago. Remember when that 500-pound Connie stabbed him and he was in a coma for a while? So that could have altered his personality. Like, look at him right now. He's being such a dickhead right now. How do we know that that's not Arnold all over again that slept with Sammy again? I'm just saying, Rafe is acting like such a dick right now. So is it possible that Arnold switched out with Rafe again? I'm just saying. Rafe's family didn't realize. Let's be real. JJ and Stephanie and Sean wouldn't have told on her man that. You used to sex shame Lee all the time at Kyrie's Clock. Look, I sure did. I'm just saying Lee was the definition of who needed some dick in her life. Because she needed it, okay? She still do. That's why she's crabby all the time. She ain't been happy since she got laid. Okay? So that is Lee's problem. So you damn right. I'm not saying that other women can't be what you said shouldn't be, but you shame Holly and Sophia. What the? You dang right. Well, because Sophia shouldn't have been walking around like a little hussy. Okay, she wanted to walk around with tape like a chicken heat. But that's the difference. But Jada did nothing wrong. That's the difference. Okay, Jada don't need to have no sex toys after that. That is the main difference between them other women. I never said, oh yeah, you should have gotten a sex toy. I didn't say that. Okay, I said other things about Jada. That's what I said. Jada should be called for being a liar. That is what she is. She is a liar. But she is not a slut or a whore or anything like. But wait, when did I sex shame Holly again? I don't even remember sex shaming Holly. I mean, I might have used derogatory terms, about Holly, but I do know that Sophia was walking around like a little bitch in heat. Now that I do know that I called Sophia, but there even Rafe had his time to think about Jada. Give her a break. Exactly. Jada was the victim, though. That's the difference. Jada was mentally tortured by Arnold for weeks. That's the difference. Holly and all the other ones, they weren't mentally tortured like Jada was. At least Jada upgraded those other women, downgraded. Let's be real. Facts. Ray should have told Jada should have told Rafe about Sean. When Ted's secret comes out, I won't feel bad. I won't feel bad for him either. Like, yeah. But no, Jada had nothing to be ashamed of given her circumstances. Now, when you want to talk about Brooke, Poppy, Willow, and all them other ones, then you damn right. Because most of them were all cheaters. Or Poppy was a sexual predator. That's when I slut shame when they cross into predator territory or cheating or extra or married or when they're going after married men or people in committed relationships. But Jada got dumped by at the altar. So that's the difference between them and Jada. But I'm not going to dismiss that because she found comfort with Sean, that, oh no, she should have just found a sex toy instead. Absolutely not. Oh, the kittens are doing fine. They're taking a nap. Martin is going to be a good father. Bullshit. Good father. Martin, I don't think so. Martin is a detriment to both of his kids. Okay, he needs to lose all parental rights ASAP. But I have gone in on Brooke, Poppy, Sophia. I mean, I don't particularly remember what I said about Holly in particularly, but I'm sure I did probably call her some derogatory names because sometimes I just be saying the word, I be throwing the word slut around or whatever when I'm just going on a rant without actually whatever. But I still don't really remember what I said about Holly, but I do remember all the other ones. Brooke, and who else? Phyllis, you damn right. She's a sexual predator. That's who I mostly call out on my streams for the most part is sexual predators or just outright users. Like Willow, okay? What she's doing, she never loved Michael to begin with. So therefore, Drew is just the damn devil trying to take Michael's kids. So that is the difference. Mine is going to give me control. Those other women are community vaginas. Let's be serious. Jada slept with 3 people, 2 of which she was in a relationship with. Yep, Eric, Rafe, and now Sean. That's it. Okay? Jada don't go sleeping around like that. Jada is actually a respectable woman. Okay? Those other women, they deserve it. So if Jada, now had Jada actually slept with Sean the way Rafe thought she did the second time, then maybe we could justify saying, well, get a sex toy or something. But that night when she was being mentally tortured, Rafe is also a victim too. He was kidnapped by Jada. Jada need to realize she ain't the only victim here. She do realize that, but not until. But the way Rafe is treating her is just Sheila had me dying at that cake fight. I wish that Sheila would have beat Poppy's ass down. She should have beat her ass. That's what she should have done. She should have beat her down. Because Poppy should not be getting away with slapping Sheila not once but twice. She slapped her twice. That is unacceptable. Unacceptable. behavior. But yeah, like I said, I own my shit. So I'll make that loud and clear. A woman like Jada deserves respect because she's a respectable woman compared to all those other ones that we named that are actually sluts. Like Steffi, she go around sleeping with the brother, the other brother, and the daddy, and the other one. So that's why Steffi gets no sympathy from me. But Jada, that's a good woman, a very good woman. And I'm so happy for Jada. And Jada and Sean are hot together. So, like Alyssa said, she's hotter. Um, so we need to make them the next super couple. Hope that Rafe ends up alone because this tit for tat thing is toxic as hell. The audacity of him thinking that balls on his corner, crazy. Facts. That was nuts. Absolutely nuts. Melanie, Victor needs to go. Victor does need to go. Victor's got to go with his old crusty behind. That is where Victor gets to go. But where is what was I thinking about? Oh yeah, I'm team Kristen. Rafe gonna give Jada her time to cool off. She just gave Rafe time. They will be okay. I don't know. I think Jada should just move on with her life and find a man who's worthy of her. Because they're kind of boring anyway, so maybe Rafe should just go back to Sammy. Victor's too old for this. He's too old for everything. That's what Victor is too old for. Every damn thing. Victor Newman is a piece of work. Jada left Bobby for cheating on her. She won't forgive him. Oh, yeah. I forgot about Everett. So that's who she slept with. Eric, Everett, and Rafe, and now Sean. So 4 people. Okay, compared to I don't have enough fingers and toes to count all the men that Brooke Logan have been with off the top of my head. So, and counting. That's why that's ridiculous that she's so desperate for Ridge. When all the men she's been with, crazy town. But yeah, but like I was saying about General Hospital, Laura is a horrible mayor. So someone needed to call her out on that. And I don't care if Boyle and Drew were the ones to make that happen. And Sonny, you can get mad all you want about your little espionage thing being taken down, but you're gonna have to find another way to do business then. As it is what that is. But don't be listening to red wigs talking about, oh yeah, you need to be more public with your donations. No, you don't. You just need to move that along, or have balls and take Drew out. Go take out Drew, take out Boyle. Then your problems are solved, and buy off the rest of them. Be like a real mobster and buy off politicians. Shoot, Reese Morris is taking care of that. Please, Drew and Thing would be light work for Reese Morris right now. Drew and Boyle, please. They would have been gone if Reese Morris was behind that. Please. They would never. You only complain about Laura because she didn't help Ava get her money. Oh, look, why does everything have to come back to Ava? I ain't even think about Ava today, okay? I didn't think about Ava not one time. So I don't know why you got to think everything that I do goes back to Ava Jerome. It's about Sunny. I ain't think about Ava. She got her money back. I'm happy with it. Didn't you tell me that's what? Didn't you tell me that's what I should do yesterday? Just be happy Ava got her money back and shut up. I took your advice, and then you're still trying to make it about Ava. I'm talking about Laura. She's a horrible mayor. Okay. First of all, Jordan should be tired anyways because all Jordan's the one that does all the work. Because all you care about is Ava Jerome. Lies and fallacies. When you know I'm in love with Naomi Dupree. I don't just love her, I think I'm in love with Naomi Dupree. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Ava, Ava, Ava. Please, I ain't thinking about Ava. I'm thinking about Naomi Dupree, though. Like, she was in bed today. Well, Naomi is hot. I would drink her bathwater. I sure would. Naomi Dupree. I'm dead. But yeah, I'm not thinking about Ava. I ain't thinking about her at all. Ezra blurts out that public deserves to know who owns the property to be seized, and it's none other than their local mob boss. Jordan is tired. Not. What's not? Jordan is tired of what? What does Jordan do? Nothing. She does everything. But Alyssa, what's not? That Naomi Dupree, that woman is fabulous. I love that woman. That is one excellent woman. But yeah, Jordan be doing everything while Laura be out here touring the world, doing whatever, doing nothing mayor related, and be kissing mobsters. Jordan is tired of it. Okay? And I think this has to do with her plan to take down Sidwell, though. But Sidwell trying to get Tracy to throw out Sonny in favor of him, which is laughable. But after Sonny donated all that money to open the hospital wing dedicated to Monica, they could all go to hell. Oh, please. Him doing whatever he did to Monica, that ain't nothing compared to he still murdered her son in cold blood. She will always tell that man to go to hell, as far as Monica Quartermain is concerned. Not that Jada will marry Rafe after this. Now she knows that she would be signing up for being cheated on. See, why do all this is but now this is a problem now with men like Rafe, or sometimes in other situations where Rafe is the type of man. Naomi has sex with a bottle of Tide on the bed. No wonder you love her, Mr. Fabio. Like, Rafe is the type of man that will make a woman like Jada punish another man for his sins. I'm just saying that's the problem that I have with that. And it goes the other way around too. Like, you see, Jada is being punished for the things Nicole or Sammy did when Sammy cheated on him. So now Jada, who it was an absolute accident, she's being punished for the sins of the last woman in his life. That's the problem. When they need to be going to therapy and working through their issues prior to this. That's why he's jumping the worst case scenario, because he sees that Sean looks better than him, and it gives him flashbacks for all the times that all them other women have left for finer men than him. So now Jada's being punished for his sins. And I hope that Jada doesn't pull that forward and take that out on Sean or whoever else. Let's not forget, Sean already cheated with his thing. Rafe is an insecure boy. Bye. Exactly. very insecure, very weak, very disgusting. I'm just saying. Jada isn't faithful either. She thought Rafe was some lookalike. Okay, she thought that, but at the time she was dumped. Like, so if Jada, because let me be clear, if Jada said that, you're not Rafe, 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 then everybody and their mama would be calling her pathetic. We'd be calling her pathetic though, right? If she sat there and begged and begged and begged and begged and begged Rafe to take him back, doing like what? Think about what Brooke's doing. So what if Brooke right now has been like, no, that's not Ridge, that's not my Ridge. So that's why. So would that justify how pathetic Brooke Logan is on the Ball and the Beautiful? Think about that. Just put that in that perspective. So right now, Ridge has been rejecting Brooke for months. He barely even looks her in the eye because of whatever. So should Brooke believe that the real Ridge has been kidnapped somewhere? And does that justify how pathetic she is? Rafe is born. That's why all the women cheated on her. The irony of Rafe getting back with Sammy, who cheated on him, and being mad at Jada. Hypocrite. Facts. I don't blame Rafe for getting revenge on Jada because she started the cheating first. That was by accident, though, Melanie. It was by accident. It was by accident. She was the one that got dumped and humiliated. She didn't know until afterwards. Like I said, she should have just told him the truth. So if you're going to give her the smoke, at least give her the smoke for what she actually did wrong, was not telling him the truth. She's a liar. That's what she is. She is a liar. But she was, by all intents and purposes, a single woman when she slept with Sean. Okay? Plus, I think Jada deserved payback with Sammy since she slept with Sean. So Rafe had to get the payback. Mm-mm-mm-mm. When Jada leaves Rafe, I don't want to hear people blame Jada or Sean. He did this to himself. Exactly. As it should be. He sure did do this to himself. And he deserves all type of karma that is coming his way. Lonely and bitter. Jada and Rafe are both cheaters. Luck. Y'all don't understand Jada's perspective. Jada is a victim. Jada is absolutely a victim. Where is my boo Denver? He's over there taking a nap. I heard Taylor ends up sleeping with Carter. I ain't mad at it. Nick is coming back for Brooke. Mm-mm. That wig is a victim. Not the wig. You leave her wig alone. Her wig is actually starting to look cute. Her wig is looking cute. Jada and Rafe are both cheaters. Jada slept with Sean, and now they're tick for tat. Now, what Rafe did to Jada was much, much, much worse. Rafe knows his sex game is weak and knows that Sean did it better, and jealous of the fact that she actually tell your date that you are free after 11 p.m. as you. I'm dead. I'm dead right now. I don't have no damn date, okay? I don't have no date tonight. I am. Oh, Lord. I'm dead right now. Kyle finds out Victor spies. Uh-huh. Is Diane's wig a victim too? Now, yes, she is. Oh, Hold up. That's what I keep meaning to. I keep forgetting to discuss this. And Jada ain't no better. She's just as bad. No, she has a heart. So therefore, nope, 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 nope. Y'all is not considering Jada's pain as the victim here. No dates, just grinder hookups. I'm trying to keep it clean. This is not a members live. I'm dead. I didn't appreciate the way Jason was stepping to Marco today. But Marco was not intimidated by Jason. On this live, I respectfully say date. I'm dead. Well, ain't nothing else happening tonight other than wink, I'm being respectful. I'm dead right now. I did not appreciate the way that Jason was stepping to Marco, but Marco was not intimidated by him. He was like, "Are you threatening me?" First of all, and who is Sonny to question why he doesn't have his dad's last name? Because who the hell wants to be called Sid? Who wants to be called Marco Sidwell? That's the fuck why. The hell, Sonny? Why ain't you named Sonny Corbin? Why should I ignore race pain? He's also a victim. Yeah, but he should take his smoke with EJ Demera. He's EJ Demera's victim. EJ Demera's victim. That's whose victim he is. Not Jada's. That's the difference. Jada did nothing but love that man with all her heart. Hope they don't make Jada pregnant. If so, I hope it shines. Do you think Eva can beat up Cat? Do I think? I know Eva could beat up Cat. I know Eva will drag Cat. I agree. I like Marco. Jason was doing too much. He didn't have that Saint smoke for Sidwell. How he said he didn't. He thinks Sidwell didn't plant the bomb. Exactly. I didn't like how Jason was stepping to Marco either. I'm like, back up, Jason. Don't get hurt around here. Okay, Jason Morgan. Danny was being nice to Haley. She was being shady, but yeah. She's trying to get in her head. Haley's a gold digger. She is in for the money. Hey, must be the money. But you see, I haven't called Haley a thought yet. I haven't because she's only slept with Belle. I don't know who else she slept with, but I do know I don't like that she'd be going around flirting with all the men in town, though. I'm like, stay away. I just call her a homewrecker, though. But as long as she keeps her eyes, her lips, her boobs, everything away from Naomi's husband, then we're good. Okay? Keep it stepping. Keep it stepping. Haley, don't be looking at Naomi's man. That is off limits to you. I fell in love with a stripper. Got the body of a goddess. Who is Sonny to ask why doesn't he have the same last name? None of his damn kids have the same last name. Exactly. Avery, Jerome, Corinthos, Donna Corinthos, Dante Falconeri, Christina Corinthos Davis, Michael Thing. Get out of here. Michael Quartermain. Sonny, you don't have the same last name as your daddy. Why aren't you Sonny Corbin? Okay, why aren't you Sonny Corbin? Your dad's name is Mike Corbin. Haley reminds you of someone familiar. Danny Dupree, wig snatcher. Do you think Nicole will hate Eva after finding out the secret? She better not. She better tread carefully. I like you, Nicole, but you don't go hating on my Eva now. I'm just saying, Nicole, I like you, but I love me some Eva now, so she better tread carefully. Tell you now, Nicole, I like you now, but don't make me have to hurt you. So I will choke that little turtleneck husband of yours. He will not know all the smoke he's about to have to deal with. Keep it up. But I know that Eva will beat Cat's ass in that fight. I know she's been itching to do it too. The second that secret comes out, it's on like popcorn. I'm telling you, Eva is going to Gemini as the Haley, the Kyrisa beyond the gates. How dare you? How dare you compare me to that homewrecker? Whose home have I wrecked? Nicole will be mad at Eva, and she should be because Cat is right. Cat ain't right. Cat is right. She do know Eva sometimes. I still hate Cat because she's a high school bully. She's a judgmental person. Is that every time I see Cat, I get mad. Every time. Never fails. I get mad every time I see her. What do you think of Gabby? Is she really looking like she didn't do it, but I think she don't take no accountability for none of her actions. I think that she's delusional and entitled and disrespectful, but she didn't do it. But she still don't want to own up to the fact, take no responsibility. Half the homes in Boston, lies and fallacies. I will put Boston on speakerphone. I bet you every last one of those homes will deny because they know I'm not a homewrecker. Cat may surprise everyone. Well, crap. She'll get she'll surprise when she get her ass whooped. Who won, Sheila or Penelope? Look, single-handedly keeping divorce lawyers in business. When you pick up on it, must be the money. I'm dead. I'm going to love when JJ and Gabby break up. Me too, because every man deserves better than Gabby Hernandez. Can't remind me of Victoria Newman, judged like Adam as the black sheep. Mm, 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 mm. Look, I don't want to get back in the business of defending Adam right now, unless if it's to Nikki Newman. That's the only time I plan on standing up for Adam. If it's against Nikki, if it's not against Nikki, then he can go to hell right about now. Because I'm very angry with Adam for what he did. To Sally. That's right. Y'all thought I was gonna let it go and be less petty, but I'm gonna be more petty. Adam is a low down, dirty, cheating dog. Um, at this point, it would be anybody, too many suspects. I still believe it was Rita. That's who I believe in my heart shot EJ. It was Rita or Rachel. I believe Rita is covering for Rachel. Or Rita is Frank. I feel like Rita's involved in this somehow. Daniel Garter would be a good recast for Shiloh. We don't need Shiloh. We don't need Shiloh. Shiloh was just one note and creepy. So therefore, we don't need him. We don't need him. We won't have him. They're just not doing this. But once again, hit that like button and please share this video with anybody you can. I don't care if it's your mama, your daddy, your cousin, your other cousin, your other cousin's cousin, your baby daddy, your side chick, your side man. I want everybody possible to view the first 7 minutes of this shrink. All out. So anybody, even if they don't watch soap operas, they could watch the first few minutes of that. And I want to see what they say. I have no sympathy for Adam. He who bangs their ex because their son has mental illness. Get the hell out of here with that. Exactly. Daniel Gutter would make a good Peter August. Ugh! You keep getting worse and worse and worse. First Shiloh, now Peter August. Who's next? Cyrus Renault? Danny needs rehab. They try to make her go to rehab. She said, no, no, no. Look, that is Nikki Newman that still needs rehab. Night Stream totally wasn't a reaction towards my opinion. It sure was. LOL, sure was. I couldn't believe you said the sex toy. But like I said, I didn't put that in for the first few minutes. I left your name out of it because you're my friend. I don't need you getting all the smoke from outside people because I'm going to share this with anybody that I can share this with. I'm going to keep sharing this stream. I'm going to keep sharing it as much as possible. I want this to reach all over the world. Soap opera fans and non-soap opera fans, I'm going to ask them what they think of that situation. But I don't want them to know that it was from you. But I'm just saying. I knew it had to be Albert. Albert, he's busy defending women's right to be. Look, she's not a thought, though. She was not a thought. I'm dead. See, Wink Wink and Gemini know me. Well, no, Wink Wink knows me well. LOL. Today I was watching an interview with the late Kristen off Johns trying to show like the Gates soaps for about 20 years. Daniel Goddard could have played Drew. Look, let Daniel Goddard just play whoever he wants to play. Of course, Wink. Ow. Look. Because I should screenshot you what AI. I'm gonna screenshot you what AI said. I'm gonna screenshot you something. I'm gonna send you a message, Albert. I'm gonna screenshot you what AI said. I'm gonna screenshot you something. Watch. Do you think Audra and Kyle will be together again? Why do you think Liam don't want anyone to know what happened? Because I believe he's either exaggerating or faking. Or he's plotting to try to get Steffi back. That's what's probably going to happen. That's how I believe. That's what I believe. That Liam is going to start acting just like Bill, one way or another, and trying to manipulate Steffi into going back with him. Because they said they promised Liam a great storyline or whatever. Screaming from the rooftop, free yourself to be a thought, get your money, be a good homewrecker. I'm dead. Liam and Nicole. But yeah, I was glad that Jason backed up when Lucas arrived because no, Jason, you're not about to be cornering Marco. And that's what you're not about to do. Is corner Marco. Liam wants Steffi. At the end of the day, my boy Kyrie's, we just disagree on a lot. We sure do. We sure do. Oh, Steffi's going on maternity leave. Yeah, but Liam is still trying to manipulate the situation. We disagree strongly. Because, LOL, the things you were saying, those are things that I typically would say on other situations. You're the one that usually, like, where's the dynamic? You're supposed to be telling me about my over-the-top reactions. It wasn't supposed to be the other way around. You're Mr. I don't slut-shame anybody. But did you hear the things that you were saying today? Did you play back your video? The things you were saying? I'm just saying. I go on. I'm the one that usually goes off on tangents like that. But you was something else. Liam talking like they about to kill him off the show. If only I could be so lucky. I'm just saying. Usually Albert's the one with higher morals, but apparently not today. I said I love my boy Kyrie's Clark. Read the whole thing, damn it. I know. I said people at the end of the day love my boy. I read that part. I read it. I read it. Look, Albert was up late today. He was tired. But still, Albert, you were supposed to have the higher moral ground than me, okay? I'm the one that says things like Christina should die and this, that, and X, Y, and Z. I'm supposed to be the extreme one, okay? Hello, that is our dynamic. You're supposed to be like, okay, broski, okay. Look, Albert was up too late. He was tired. I'm dead. Liam obviously wants Steffi. Yeah, he do. He want him. He want her back. I mean, he's toxic. She's toxic. I thought you liked Waffle Mobile. When? When? When have I ever liked Liam? When have I ever liked Liam? Since I've been streaming. When? Now I know I never said that. I don't drink. I don't get high, so I don't remember that one. Bridget looked good today. I wish they would give her a storyline. She's a true Forrester after all. Every now and again, Albert from New York comes out. I'm dead. Kyle and Claire staying together because they are lots of Sky. Oh, please. There's a lot of fans that can't stand Summer, too. A whole lot more fans. Do you think Will's going to fall into Luna's trap? Chat? I mean, trap? Absolutely. I'm going to make a joke of it. Albert says he misses Gemini. You flip flops all the time. Hello. I'm dead. Look, I am a complicated person, but still, Jada Hunter is a strong, beautiful black woman that deserves my empathy because she's earned my empathy. So she will have it. All right. She will have all my love and my sympathy because she has earned all of it. Just a beautiful woman that's been through so much emotional abuse in her life that no woman deserves. DeMar Carese and JLJ need to be a collaboration, damn it. I'm dead. You're a piece of work. I'm dead. I think Audra's trying to seduce Kyle gonna backfire. Mm. I don't know. Audra could get any man he wants into bed. You know, aren't we all complicated? Yeah, but I'm even more. 1 second. I'm not ignoring anyone. I promise. That's crystal clear that you flip like a switch off on that loves this character and then hates this character, and at least I could proudly say that. You sure could. That is true. Because let's not forget, because one thing that's worth mentioning is that I used to be a hardcore Jada hater, though. I used to be a hardcore Jada hater. I used to call her weave wearing Jada. I used to call her outside of her name. I never called her an S word because she's not, but I called her a B word before. So I used to be a hard. I just think that's worth noting that I used to be a hardcore Jada hater back in the day. But that was different though. Okay, I just had a thing for Dimitri, and that clouded my judgment. Claire might position Audrey to stay away from her man. Mm-mm. I'm a social, but not scared to say what's in my heart. I'm glad, sweetheart. I'm glad. All right. Well, I'm off to bed. Be a creep in the background. Have a good night, Kyrie's and everyone. You literally told us the time stamp on the episode days to talk shit about Jada's wig. A true hater. Kyle and Claire are boring together. You used to hate Wendy, but me and Darby 13 convinced you other. You sure did. The grinder is one hot tonight. I'm dead. You like Wendy as much as Emma Barber. Yeah, I do love Emma. Gen Zs can't go 5 minutes without phone. Prime example. I'm dead. Look. I'm just saying. I wanted to screenshot something. Watch him take off. No, now I'm definitely not going to take off tomorrow. The crazy thing about that is I was going to take off. I'm dead. Chat, let's share this stream. Just so this collaboration can happen, everyone. Not happening. It's not going down. Mm-mm. But yeah. Audra has chemistry with everyone. She does, though. Audra Charles, that's a good looking woman. Albert being messy. LOL. Gotta let that thing air out, Gemini. Do you think Ridge will forgive Brooke? For what? It's the other way around. I'm just saying. Brooke didn't even do anything this time. It was actually Ridge that's being the doofus. Claire did do the same thing to Audra like she did Aunt Jordan. Hi, Spiderquake. How are you? Um, um, I'm good, Kyrie. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. And now I know I'm going to screenshot later. So yeah. Um, I don't want Audra to lose Nate. Well, Audra Charles needs to be smarter than Victor this time. That's what she needs to do. But I was happy. Spider Quick, what did you think about Laura getting called out for being a horrible mayor? Before you brag Ava's rich, technically Ava ain't got money yet. She will soon. Alexis can still stop. No, she can't. The money already was deposited in Ava's bank account. Did you not see that part yesterday? That was already put into that bank account. Hope Brook, that bridge people been talking about for years. Wink, look at the Fabuloso focus. I'm dead. Not the Fabuloso. Talk about a screenshot, right? I'm dead. Yes, it was a screenshot. I wanted to share something. That came out wrong, but yeah. I'm dead. Something else. But yeah, I was in a screenshot something. But I will in a few minutes. I'm going to just have this stream up for a few more minutes anyways. So yeah, and then I'll screenshot it. I feel for Laura. People keep ignoring that Laura and Sunny are family. It's not like Laura ever gave Sunny special treatment. Yeah, she by not closing that pier, what she did was you share with everybody. I'm dead. We know that bottle of Fabuloso is finished. What the hell are you looking for? I think Audra's making a big mistake trusting Victor. Yes. But she do give Sunny special treatment. She's supposed to be a mayor, but she's too unprofessional to be a mayor. I don't get why Laura wasn't canceled as a mayor years ago. She should have been canceled decades ago. But, But you know what? Better late than never. Spider, exactly. Melanie says, hey to Spiderquake. Isn't that a sweet reunion? Melanie and Spiderquake. They go way back. But I was happy that Jordan quit because she did a good job. But Elizabeth and Amy and Lucky were not needed in this episode at all. And Sidwell, your money ain't no better than Sunny's money. She doesn't want to move the pier because that wasn't the agreement. She don't trust Drew and Sidwell. That makes two of us. I don't trust Drew or Sidwell either. Port Charles has other peers, but Drew that CM being used. Drew wants Sunny space to spite Jason. Oh please, Jordan quit as a plan. Yes, indeed, but it was still great to watch. That was still fantastic to watch. Her get fed up. She said, "I'm out of here." With that, and she stood on that business. But what else happened on Days of Our Lives? I spoke all I need to say at this second about Jada. But let me see. What else was said? Before I wrap up this stream in the next minute or so. Oh yeah, Vivian. Yeah, Vivian. It's about time someone called her out. Like she's the one that committed the fraud to begin with. So she act like she got all this leverage, but you will be going down right back to prison too if you kept that up, Vivian. So I was glad that Philip finally reminded her of that. And kicked her out of that house. Like Maggie said, he better be gone by the time she gets back. Deep down, Kyle still want Audra. Mm-mm. Well, he ain't getting my girl. I don't care what that old crusty Victor Newman wants to do. It was indeed good, though. It was good today. Days of Our Lives, I brought it. But Sammy looks like Xander finds out the truth. Yeah, it appears like it. But Sammy, I still like you regardless because Sammy Brady, she's a baddie. She's the original baddie of all time. So, therefore, that is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. But I'm gonna call this stream a night. This was lots of fun, like always. Have a great night, Spiderquake. Have a great night, Jacqueline. Have a great night, Dewan, Sammy Thompson, Gemini, Tommy Smith, um, Wink Wink, Albert Bostic, George Blackmon. Have a great night, Dewan. And have a great night, everybody else. This is lots of fun. I will be back. So I don't think any man would be immune to Arthur Charles' charms. Victor Newman probably wants her. That's true. Any man that gets turned on by a woman wants Arthur Charles. I love that. Maggie called out Vivian out and Xander did. Plus, Philip took their sides over her. But yes, have a great